Hello, it's 8:43 p.m. As promised, I came back. So I did a couple of other shorter videos earlier, right before this one. So, um, like I earlier, I had, I didn't want to order Domino's. I had Domino's a few days ago, but I didn't want to order Domino's, but I had to order Domino's again because I due to the weather, I think it was nobody was really doing DoorDash or anything like that or Uber Eats. So, and I probably, I don't know if I would have done better ordering Jimmy John's, but who wants a damn soggy sandwich? So I didn't order pizza, but for the first time, like they had like you know how Domino's, it used to be two for $5.99, but now they changed it to two for $6.99, mix and match or whatever. And so, you know, I'm sitting here, by the limited amount of money that I have, I've been buying, food or whatever for the day or by the day. But it was a couple of days ago, I had no money for food at all. But thankfully, some people helped me with a few more days of, hotel and food. And the gang stalkers they don't like that. But it's not their business. So, so, yeah, and like this past week was the first time in a long time, in quite a while, like probably over a year, like, because I don't recall ordering Domino's at all last year. It looked like, I could be wrong, but the last time I remember having Domino's was like in 2022. But I try to not eat, Domino's, and I haven't had Pizza Hut. I don't think I had Pizza Hut since 2018. And I don't even remember when the last time I had Papa John's, you know. But so today, for the first time, I tried, excuse me, I I didn't want to have pizza because I just had pizza, but I tried the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. And then I had, the same pasta that I had, the other day. And today, like, I'm glad my body was not craving for lava cakes, and so I did not have snack or dessert today. I kind of feel like, if I would have like sugar overload or sweet overload, and so this morning I had a chocolate muffin and apple juice, and that was, every single morning since being here, either chocolate or banana nut muffin. And so, you know, I wasn't sure how the weather would change or whatever for the night. I have not checked, but yeah, like I put my order in online, and I'm sorry. I think I hear loud bass music, even with my earbuds in. But anyway, um, so I excuse me. I put my order in, and because of the weather and stuff, I didn't know. I mean, since people, I was trying to put in a DoorDash order, trying to get one of those buy one get one free deals at one of the restaurants. No, I'm sorry, not DoorDash, Uber Eats. And then the food from the restaurant that I really wanted, they weren't open yet, and they weren't gonna open until later on. So then, um, I tried to order DoorDash, and they said that no, no, they said that no, there were no delivery drivers in the area, you know. So, and then I had some hope, and then I tried to pick out something or order something. I don't remember what it was, but I tried to pick out and order something, and then in the middle of me picking out my stuff, they said that they switched to saying that, oh, delivery is not available, and they wanted me to pick it up. Like, well, it's too far, you know. So I removed my items from the cart, and I ordered Domino's. And when I called to make sure that they're delivering or whatever, um, and I asked, about my order or whatever, and, because, it just said ordered for a long time. It did not let me know. Usually, like when I order Domino's, I will order it, and then they will let me know when they're preparing my order. But it said ordered for like a long time. So because of the weather and everything, I called to make sure, whatever. And the guy, it was one time that I called, and whoever answered the phone was rude and had an attitude, and treated me like as if I was pestering him. But I only called once to make sure that because I already paid for it, you know. So, you know, I don't know if the driver, I don't think the driver was the one who prepared my food, but um a few days ago when I ordered Domino's, they gave me you know a reasonable amount of the pasta, and the pasta, you can feel it was heavier too. But today it was lightweight, like a child-sized portion or something. And so I saved the pasta for dinner, but I saved the pasta for dinner. So, but yeah, I didn't know until dinner time that they cheated me out of the out of my food. And so, you know, then well, but I was surprised that, I hate to say that, how flavor wise, how good the Philly cheesesteak was, but this location of Domino's, the food is really, really good. But I had a normal experience the last time, but I got perked today. But the delivery guy came a little late, and probably due to the weather, it's understandable. But he was nice, pleasant, and everything went smoothly. you know. But you know, yeah, I don't think it was on the delivery guy, but yeah, whoever fixed my food perked me. And the guy on the phone who had an attitude perked me. Having an attitude, being rude. So, excuse me. So, I mean, um, I tried to, like, ever since after breakfast, I was still tired and sleepy. And I tried to fight to stay awake. And sometime after 3 o'clock this afternoon, probably before 4 o'clock, I dozed off and went to sleep. And then maybe about 5:45, I honestly don't remember exactly what time I woke up, but it was about 5:45 in the evening that I woke up, and then felt this not actually disoriented. I meant to say this depressive kind of feeling, and at the moment they I don't know if they're hitting my heart with the directed energy weapons. So okay. Um my eyes itchy a little bit. So um now remember when I told y'all that the fake Joseph Camus perp, or sometimes he'll call himself Joseph Camus, sometimes he would call himself Marshall Camus. When I suspected that Joseph Marshall Camus or whoever was the same perp as the fake Darnell Williams perp, but just different personalities. But they could be two different whole people. But this fake SE perp, I'm suspecting that she is the same perp as the fake Aquarian Doris perp with another fake alter ego. But this fake SE perp, I can tell that Aquarian Doris is a white girl, but the fake SE perp, I suspect that she might be black. But, I don't know if they're two different people or, excuse me, or if they're the same person, But the fake SE perp started, talking to me and pretending to be fake nice at around the same time as that the fake Aquarian Doris perp started harassing and attacking me. So the fake Aquarian Doris perp has been attacking and harassing me for almost a year. Like April next month will be a whole year since she started harassing and attacking me. So they're the only two that actively harass me, and a lot of about half of the time their comments show up like on the hidden comments on YouTube Studio, and then I have to go on there and block them, and their comments are usually hidden because the stuff that they say is usually like too vulgar or too disrespectful or too filthy to publicize on YouTube or whatever, But they harass and attack at anywhere that they can get an opening. And I was forced to, not allow any comments at all on my blog, because they kept the abusive and harassing comments, was ruining my mental health and causing me to feel more depressed and more anxiety and everything. And so they try to get an opening wherever they can. And they don't have the authority or the right to do this. So, like, quite naturally, it's like, how do you know when I'm sleeping? Because I was sleeping when your coward ass, the fake SE perp. You know, it wasn't until after I became back homeless again was when the fake SE perp turned against and betrayed me. Like, because she was leaving supportive and nice comments before, you know. And then she stopped commenting for a while. And then next thing you know, she was like, your twin sister is right and this and that, whatever. And you're a liar and you're this and whatever. And then she started attacking and harassing me. So I don't even know if the SE person was the fake Aquarium Doris perps, if that was her fake nice alter ego, or if I'm questioning, you know, or if the fake Aquarium Doris perp and the fake SE perp, if they are two different people. But the fake SE perp has been harassing me more aggressively. And when they want to lecture me, they want to bully, harass, and lecture me and tell me about my behavior and everything. They all pretty much sound the same. So the fake Star Bricker perp, I forgot to mention that the other day. I saw that she lied and said Candy likes to censor people. And I was thinking about it and it dawned on me, I'm like, what a hypocrite. You try to wrongfully shut down all my ebooks, attacking my all my social media and try to get everything wrongfully taken down. But Star Bricker is upset that I blocked every avenue for her to harass. But all she do is now, you know, she will comment with everything my twin sister does in fake support of my twin sister, and she will gossip on the fake Stephon Adams perp, you know, fake TIWatch.org website where he likes to now I've been their main focus. Like, they kind of backed off a little bit on Brian too. And I think that Nappy Head Roots guy, for a brief moment, they were making fake blog posts about him. And it seems like as if they backed off and left Kevin Christian alone. But, you know, I've been their main focus lately. I thought a few years ago the fake Stephon Adams perp lied and said that my videos aren't really that interesting. But you've been stalking me for the past, like, he's been stalking and following and harassing me ever since, I think, 2021. So, but I mentioned about him in 2020. I don't remember how I stumbled upon the fake TIWatch.org website, where it's to gaslight and discredit targeted individuals. And it's like, it seems like dating back from, I think, somewhere between 2015 and 2017, he been stalking and following and harassing and trying to control Brian too. And so I'm like, wow, imagine if somebody has like a whole entire blog dedicated to stalking and documenting your every move and trying to rewrite history and you know, trying to rewrite history. I don't even know how they're able to do that. Like, they even stalk Brian too everywhere on social media, and they illegally found and publicized all of his emails and everything, and they even put up fake pictures, sexual pictures of Brian, but excuse me, and then the fake Stephon Adams perp be like, Candy Grand Prix doxes this person and doxes that person. But you've been doxing and harassing Brian too for so many years. Excuse me, for almost a decade. But Brian too said that that I'm one of, they're making my eye itch. He said I'm one of the most genuine TIs, or one of the realists or something. I don't remember his exact words, but excuse me, a lot of people be scared to say it, but I'm glad that they have a few people in secret, secretly tell me that they believe that I'm a real TI and genuine, that they know that I'm genuine. So I'm thankful and glad for that, But it seems, I don't know, it seems like as if Brian too seems like he's unbothered. Well, Brian too is an older adult too, So I guess he probably wouldn't let Stephon Adams get underneath his skin or whatever. But Brian too seems like he's unbothered by Stephon Adams, Excuse me. So, but yeah, anyway, when I took my nap earlier, and excuse me, I was trying to fight going to sleep because I was able to eat lunch a little bit earlier today. I was able to eat lunch a little bit earlier today, and after a while I went to sleep. I was trying to fight going to sleep, but I was trying to fight so hard to avoid going to sleep, but I much needed it from the night before last. I got no sleep at all because of the excuse me, the toilet situation in the other hotel room. So, but so the fake SE perp, she pretends that she's advocating for the fake aquarium doors perp, and they're switching around the narrative. Y'all know damn well y'all try to set people up, and and the fake SE perp try to say, stop saying that you've been wrongfully arrested. I'm going to say it again. I was wrongfully arrested, and I'm going to keep on saying I was wrongfully arrested. I was wrongfully arrested. I was wrongfully arrested. I was wrongfully arrested. And so, y'all harass me every damn day. And then I keep blocking your accounts, and you think you got the fake authority to come with fake new accounts to come and attack and harass. And then y'all mad because you can't hit me, that I'm putting blocks to where y'all can't try to hit me where it hurts. But for you to make fake new accounts to come and harass and bully, harass and threaten me and attack me and say what bad I deserve, and I keep blocking you, and you make a fake new account after I block you, then you what you're doing is breaking the law. Just because it's on the internet does not mean that it's right. But they want to try to censor and sabotage all the evidence of their wrongdoing just to try to pretend to make you look wrong. I don't need any lectures from strangers who face you. I mean, that goes for everybody else. Just fake SE perp. You make fake new accounts. I don't know your real name. I don't know your real identity. I don't know what you look like. I don't have to accept anything you're trying to tell me to do. I don't have to accept any of y'all fake advice when y'all sitting here, you want somebody to be ruined and destroyed. Me going to jail is none of your business. Me breaking the law is none of your business, even though I did not break the law. If I did break the law, it still ain't your business. So, I mean, as I said, I did not realize or know that the law with that situation was that the laws are different than in Pensacola, Florida. Because I went for the past few years, sleeping by, vacant businesses. So, I mean, I got to keep repeating myself and justifying and explaining myself every night. And, the fake Aquarian Dora's purpose, it seemed like, if she does come here to New Orleans and try to come to the court date or whatever, it seems like she's probably going to use her witchcraft and she's probably going to do some witchcraft spells to make sure that her, make sure her evil spells work. And that's why I'm calling on any of y'all's professed Christians, if y'all can pray for me and pray against these attacks. When she's talking about that she prays to demons, and that she invoked demons for my demise, and she's doing this up to me. She's doing this to me because I won't sell out. So yeah, she bragged and laughed and said that it was me who made that call. Excuse me. And she's like, I had some red velvet cake and wine to celebrate you going to jail or whatever. I got it in the proof of the screenshots in the community posts. So stop trying to pretend to rewrite the narrative of my life. So that y'all can escape accountability for what y'all do. Because what y'all doing is attempted murder, like indirectly, causing attempted murder on my life. Slowly murdering me. So the fake Aquarian Dora's purpose, planning to come down there on purpose just to make sure that I would go to jail. But my God is more powerful than you or your devils or your demons. Excuse me. But no, you do not have a right to try to that's stalkerish right there. You're a stalker if you're gonna come. I mean, you're doing it for the stalking reasons, to come all the way from, probably, like you said, you live in like Milton, Florida or whatever, part of Pensacola. If you bragging about how you're gonna come from Milton, Florida, all the way to here to, to Gretna, Louisiana, just to from Milton, Florida to Gretna, Louisiana, just to just to make sure supposedly lose the case or whatever and go back to jail. Excuse me. So they have people who get wrongfully arrested and falsely charged all the time. The cops broke my phone, you broke the law when you broke my phone. When you bullied, harassed, and threatened me and used violence on me. Women who want to be men. Excuse me. Those two officers, it was like nothing feminine about them. And they were devil worshippers. And they were perps. The doggone officers gaslighting, narcissistically abusing, and gang stalking, and, perping me. Excuse me. And I heard that jail is, or prison or whatever is the, perfect place where they got you confined so they could torture you with directed energy weapons, torture you to death and make it look like natural causes, just like in your own home. So they force the target out of their home, make them homeless, and then set them up for a so-called crime, and then have them either institutionalized or jailed. And then, I guess if they can't succeed at getting you to cave in and sell out, then, they'll murder you covertly and then make it look like as if you died of natural causes. Think about Sandra Bland. And then they be doing like satanic rituals in jail and prison. Like, in one of those jails in New Orleans, I don't know if it was jail or prison, several years ago, when Marlon Gusman, I forgot what his role was, and I met that man in person in 2018, and he was rude with an attitude with me. So I'm like, well, fuck you. I think he was the Orleans Parish Sheriff or something like that. Marlon Gusman. Excuse me. And I saw a documentary about the corruption and all the crime that would happen while in prison. And it looked like all the stuff that was happening, like, it's got to be satanic ritual abuse. And then all these people who get out of jail and prison and pretend to fake like they claim to find God in jail or prison. You claim that you found God while you were locked up. So, but as I said, the reason how I know this was a gang stalking setup, because perps were already planted there in jail before I got there. And then that prison guard, Jay Davis, the bitch who told me, she was another masculine one, who told me that, she bullied and yelled at me and didn't allow me the right to try to make like as if I don't have a right to wash my hands after using the bathroom. Excuse me. So, and then she threw up devil horns hand signs. And she was abusive, narcissistic, hard, and mean. And try to act like a ghetto thug. Excuse me. So, but she was a perp too, throwing up devil horns and satanic hand signs. And, you know, Officer Michelle Richards, she threw up the 666 hand sign. That's the one who was more quiet, you know, and she had, you know, that's the one who snapped her fingers at me like I'm a dog. And then Officer Allison Christiana was the one who broke my phone and was doing all the threatening, and the one who, you know, assaulted my belongings and stuff like that, and who kept threatening to throw me to the ground. We're gonna slam you to the ground. Excuse me. These motherfuckers didn't even question whether or not I was pregnant, even though I'm not. But they didn't even have that in consideration. But police don't even care that you're pregnant. They would even, like, I would never forget, like, the Young Turks. They did a report maybe in 2014 or somewhere around there. I don't remember what year it was, but they did a YouTube video about police. I think they slammed the 14-year-old pregnant girl to the ground and tased her and beat her up and did whatever else. And then they played it off and lied and said that they didn't know that she was pregnant when her pregnancy was big enough that it was damn obvious. So, cops even shoot and kill kids. So, but yeah, Officer Christiana, you know, she kept playing psychological games and trying to gaslight me and everything. And also, like, shortly before they put me into the jail dorm, she kept on, like, tapping. You know how the perps do the tapping? So she was, like, tapping her hands, like, on her side. I mean, I don't remember, but I think she was tapping her hands like she had the gun in her pocket or whatever. And I think I remember she was tapping her hands on the gun or whatever or something. I guess to further intimidate me, you know. Excuse me. But I mean, I don't remember if her hands were actually on the gun. But I just remember she kept on tapping her, you know, she kept on tapping, you know. But that should not have had to come from women, though. That was the most terrifying and traumatizing police experience that I've ever in my entire life had, you know. And so, and I realized that not only America, but I heard this all over the world, how the so-called justice system is. That it seems like the justice system is pretty fucked up and corrupt, you know. But I'm not even going to go into detail why. Excuse me, but I don't even know. With the online stalkers stalking, following, and harassing me or whatever, you know, it seems like as if they're trying to force me off of YouTube, or trying to force me to, you know, or trying to mind control me to have the desire to no longer want to do YouTube videos. But then again, this is like my venting and expression of what I'm going through, and so that I won't like have like all my emotions pinned up, you know. So for me to do the YouTube videos and release and vent what I'm going through, it helps to calm me down. You know, whether people are listening or not, you know, it helps to calm me down. But y'all giving me thumbs down, but as I said, I'm confident that I know I'm telling the truth. You know, so Y'all sabotage my housing. You sabotage my jobs. You sabotage whatever hotels and motels I stay in. And, you know, I mean, when the fake Aquarian Doris perp talking about invoking demons for my demise and telling me that I will not be able to make it, that I will not make it for 2024. Last year, the fake Darnell Williams perp was trying to tell me that I will not make it to my 23rd. I'm sorry. Why did I say that? That I would not make it to my 40th birthday. It was 2023. Over the summer, he kept on saying that I won't live to see my 40th birthday. Yeah. So, but y'all gang stalkers censor me and try to control what I say. It's like, how you gonna try to control me, and I have your accounts blocked. And then when I block you, you make fake new accounts to come and harass again. And then they want to try to say this person and that person was not harassing you, but you were harassing by doing this and that. No, I don't go around harassing people. I call out the gang stalkers and standing up for myself, because people used to tell me, people used to tell me that, that I need to learn how to stand up for myself. And they try to say, well, you allow people to treat you like a punching bag, and you need to learn how to stand up and fight back. But it seems like standing up and fighting back is so-called getting me in more trouble. But I'm going to do it anyway. Excuse me. So, but it's not right that, for the fake aquarium door, like, how evil could you get that you brag about how you're going to illegally come down for stalking reasons? Like, you're that much of a stalker. And then the fake Aquarian Doris perp, her and the fake Darnell Williams perp told me, don't forget that we own you. Excuse me. So the fake Darnell Williams perp said, admit that I own you, and then I will leave you alone. No, you don't even know me. I don't even know you. So, how can y'all say that I willingly quit my job on my own doing when y'all were conspiring with my twin sister and the fake Darnell Williams perp, and you bragged and laughed about how, oh yeah, I called up your boss and told them what you did to Raven. You don't have any proof, and I did not do anything to Raven. So my twin sister wasn't even there. She just heard that Dwayne and Sean initially lied to her. And I'm going to say it again. About the Raven situation, my story has never changed all these years. And no cop has ever confronted me. There has never been a warrant out for my arrest behind what happened to Raven. I was never required to register as a sex offender. But there was no detective to ever come and confront me behind, what y'all keep lying and saying this and that happened to Raven. Excuse me. But Raven was extremely young, like an infant. It seems like as if my twin sister, was already in this stuff, and it, excuse me, so it's like, if she chose Christmas Day for me to come over there just to lie on me and say that I molested Raven, and now she lied and said that I threw Raven across the room. First you said I threw her across the room or slung her against the wall, and now you're saying that I slung her under the couch. What did I do that day? Did I molest her? Okay, you never said what I did. Oh, You just said, oh, you molested Raven, but you don't say that I did. You don't describe me doing anything. You just said, oh, she molested Raven. She molested my daughter. But what acts did I do? Nothing. Or all y'all be like, oh, she was humping Raven. No, I wasn't. So, you know, as I said, she sent for me, my twin sister sent for me to, when I was going to go in a room by myself because I was tired and sleepy from those psych medications. Excuse me. And so she's like, well, here. Because my twin sister didn't want to be bothered with Raven. And that was sad because that's your own daughter. That's a damn baby. You need to take care of her. But you want to control and abuse and think you got so much power and rulership and authority over me. But she acted helpless, like she couldn't control an 11-month-old baby. Excuse me. So Raven, just like they said we were developmentally delayed, they said Raven was developmentally delayed and disabled as well. So, like, Raven was like, hold on, how old was she? Hold on, let me think. Excuse me. So, Raven was well over a year and a half by the time Hurricane Katrina happened. And even like August of 2005, Raven was still not walking yet. That gives you an idea. Raven, from what I knew, Raven was still not, she was not walking. And so, but it wasn't until in 2000, hold up. So it looked like in 2006 or 2007 or whatever, I think she was finally walking then or something. Because I saw like pictures of her standing up or whatever, Excuse me. But yeah, Raven was like a year and a half still not able to walk, I don't think. So, and Raven supposedly had like a disability called microcephaly. And they said it was the same disability that Beetlejuice had. And then my twin sister was trying to tell me that that McKeithen was diagnosed with microcephaly as well. But I don't know. She be lying about so much. But anyway, because like when she was pregnant with Raven, she said that she kept on, she said she was threatening miscarriage and had an ectopic pregnancy. And I don't know if that the reason why, because if her husband Dwayne's niece Jessica, when she kicked my twin sister in the stomach, if that has something to do with it. So my twin sister kept on saying that she was threatening miscarriage and that she had like an ectopic pregnancy. And then she said it wasn't an ectopic pregnancy. And then she was forced to have to get a C-section with all three of the kids, But that would have traumatized me to have a C-section. But excuse me, when I heard that the C-section with the medical industry, I heard that was a big scam in general, that they supposedly make more money off of C-sections than natural birth. So, excuse me. So, well, but yeah, so I mean, like, why, if that was true that I molested Raven, then why I I was have moments where I was at her house multiple times, you know, um even like in February and March and probably April, I was doing a taekwondo, and I was going by my twin sister's house like just about every day after the taekwondo practice. But I don't even fool with that anymore because I found out taekwondo is new age, so I quit doing that. And Miss Diana Dunlap was a gang stalker. Like, I thought years back. Yeah, Miss Diana was a perp. Excuse me. So, I mean, I was treated so bad with the taekwondo karate that I ended up quitting, being forced to quit anyway, because they treated me so bad and were abusive and trying to set me up and playing all kinds of psychological games. Yeah, Miss Diana Dunlap was a perp. And her adopted son Thomas is a perp too. So, excuse me. So, but yeah, I was going by Brandy's house like after that false accusation about Raven. Like, yeah, I was going by my house like every day, but I, not right after, but a couple of months later. But I probably should have just, when she lied and said that, like when she lied on me and said I tried to kill Raven when Raven was born, I should have stayed away from her like permanently. But the biological niece Monica was 17 years old. And when my twin sister lied on me and said I tried to kill Raven, that was when Monica lost respect for me. But, then Raven was a couple of months old and my twin sister kept on hiding Raven from me. And then I didn't even get to see what Raven looked like, or anything like that. But she kept on, Raven was like 2 months old and I hadn't seen her in a while, But she kept on giving me Brandy kept on giving me mean looks and hiding Raven from me. And then next thing you know, she lied on me and said that I didn't get to see Raven. She kept hiding Raven from me all day. And then she lied on me and said that I snatched off the umbilical cord to give to the biological sister Ramona for voodoo rituals. And it's like, I don't even do stuff like that. And I didn't even know at the time about Ramona practicing voodoo. But I don't know why my twin sister would do dirty stuff and then blame it on me. She probably felt bad about, she probably herself felt manipulated or tricked into handing over the voodoo, the Raven's umbilical cord. I knew nothing about that. I knew absolutely nothing about that rumor. And then in 2013, 14, 15, one of those years, my twin sister threw that in my face. And it's like, wait a minute. So certain false rumors that my twin sister had been lying about, it's like stuff that I didn't even hear. Excuse me, but I didn't hear the false rumor that she lied and said I was in a closet with the foster boy Cody. Yeah, I never heard such a rumor until she threw that lie in my face, and then she said that the foster sister Shelley said it, and it's like, come on, like the foster sister Shelley lied just like you do. So, excuse me. And the foster aunt Mickey and the foster sister Shelley lie. The entire biological family, they all lie except me. And The fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, she a lie, you know. But we didn't have a whole lot of experience with Dana. But Wyatt will always point out how Mickey was the biggest liar. But Wyatt lied so damn much too, you know. Mark lies, Ramona lies, Sean lies, Pete lies. A lot of them lie, you know. And then when the biological mom Frances was alive, she would lie a whole lot too. But then certain things she would tell be the truth. But I'm not going to say that I never told a lie in my life. We all have. You know. But, I mean, you know. So, but yeah, like, rumors swirling behind my back without me even knowing. And I heard that members of cults like to lie on people who make up lies and gang stalk people who left. And I'm glad I did. That was the best favor y'all did for me. Was like when y'all tried to destroy me, but you helped me wake up to the truth. And I got out of the fake IDMR cult. And never, like, I have like zero desire to want to, I have no desire to want to go back to the fake IDMR cult, and they wouldn't help me with my homeless situation anyway, you know. Excuse me. So the fake SE perp, you know, she falsely accused me of lying for money, you know. And it's like, why do y'all feel the need to continue to harass and stalk me, and then lie and say that the other harassers aren't breaking any laws? Because y'all, like, the gang stalking network is a cult. Excuse me, y'all are cult members. So the cops who wrongfully arrested me were gang stalkers, and the cops from the previous time, like 3 days before that, like February 25th, they were gang stalkers as well. All these is like part, because they were trying to get me on the 25th with those boys. Hold on, I gotta pee. Okay, I'm back. So I've been when I come back from the bathroom, I usually forget exactly where I left off at. So, but I should have trimmed my nails a long time ago, but I'm so depressed. My nails are long. Excuse me. So, I mean, I guess I'll have to go to court looking like a homeless person because I don't have a way to look presentable. And it's like, damn, the judge will, it's like if you look a certain way that the judge doesn't like, then they will throw you in jail, even if you got the probability of being innocent. Excuse me. So, well, if the fake Aquarium Doris perp is threatening to show up to the jail, I'm sorry, not the jail, to court, I guess to, perform more witchcraft rituals and make sure that I go back to jail, then you set this up. And so, if her real name is different from Doris, if her real name is different from Doris, then she has a fake online identity then. But if somebody shows up in the courtroom with the with the name Doris or whatever, yeah, I will publicly expose who you are. But you don't have any business traveling all the way out of state just to come to the court and make sure that the judge would do this and do that. You don't have a say-so, and you're not one of the prosecutors. You're neither the judge nor one of the prosecutors. So, for these online stalkers to connect with the judge or prosecutors, I don't even know who the judge will be. I don't know who the prosecutors are. I don't know who the jury will be. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what to expect. But for prosecutors or the judge or cops or whoever else to link up with these online stalkers, that in itself is fraud and corruption. Fraudulent, unfair, and corruption. But y'all set somebody up to get wrongfully arrested and then rejoice and kick back and laugh and celebrate their destruction that you conspired. And I have a paper trail of screenshotting everything that the fake Aquarium Doris perp has told me online. Same with the fake Darnell Williams perp. Well, everything that I saw that they said. And some of the other perps too. The stuff that they try to come harass and tell me directly were fake new accounts. And I'm doing the same thing with the fake SE perp too. I'm screenshotting everything y'all say. Everything you're telling me. Excuse me. But, you called up and contacted and conspired with, Pensacola area housing and showed them my videos, and y'all were bullying, harassing, and threatening me. And threatening, even the fake Aquarium Doris perp was threatening bodily harm to me. The Pensacola cops will say that there's nothing that they can do. No, they just don't want to. But y'all are treating me worse than a murderer and treated me as if I committed the most unforgivable crime. When I did not have malicious intent like y'all do. Y'all have malicious intent. And y'all do this almost daily. So they've been ramping up and harassing harassing and attacking me every single day. And then closer to the court date, they're ramping up the attacks and everything's getting worse. So I only got 3 thumbs up on my video, but the fake SE perp got 6 thumbs up. For lying and twisting and manipulating lying and twisting and making a fake, fictitious scenario about what happened. I know what happened. You weren't there. So, excuse me. And you know what? I heard that when the stalkers, when the fake Darnell Williams perp called the police in Pensacola and lied and said that he owned that property, I heard that I did not know that until the other day. I found out when he did that was criminal mischief. And I'm like, wow, I had no idea. And so the fake Aquarium Doris perp bragged about doing the same thing. And I'm like, well, whatever lies she told the cops, you know, that might explain their hostility to and what they did towards me. And I almost lost. It was a full moon around that time, and I almost lost my life. And then the family, I'm gonna say it, the biological family hate me so much that they probably would not claim my body if I died. Or they probably would not feel an ounce of remorse for what they did, for, not giving a fuck about me. I'm like, Monica, Rebecca, Yvonne, Raymond, the rest of the other family members hate me based on my twin sister's lies. Excuse me. And Pete hates me based on family lies. But excuse me. But the biological sister Ramona lied to Daryl Garnett's, Yvonne's husband's side of the family. And Rebecca probably puts, because that's her cousins off her dad's side of the family, Rebecca. So, telling them lies, making them hate me or whatever. But, well, excuse me. But anyway, but yeah, it seems like I'm getting a tiny bit of support on TikTok. But on Twitter, I'm glad that a nice handful of people are being supportive of me, excuse me. But on YouTube, it feels like as if I'm talking to the air. But now it seems like as if my supportive subscribers seem like they narrowed down to like 3 or 4 people now. Because they have some people who have not commented in months. Or the majority of them have turned against me. But one of my supportive subscribers, it seems like every time he comments, they censor, I always gotta look, in the newest comments, because it seems like every time he comments, YouTube always censors his comments or try to hide his comments. And he been riding with me, supporting me. It could have been 2019, but it was definitely 2020. So he's been supporting me for the longest, and there were a few people who were supportive of me, but I was blind and ignorant and did not know that YouTube was censoring their comments. And I didn't know. I didn't know that YouTube was censoring their supportive comments, and they thought that I blocked them, or they thought that I was removing their comments. And some of them questioned me about it, and it wasn't me. So it was the stalkers. They even had moments when they see me getting supportive comments, and they would hack into my account and turn the comments off. And then I would turn the comments back on, and then it would be like a wrestle until they so-called win, or until they can succeed at manipulating me to give up. So, they would force the comments to be turned off when they saw me getting supportive comments, But I have some supportive subscribers who have, it's like if they stayed away for so long that I forgot that they were even one of my subscribers or supporters. And sometimes they might drop in like every 5 or 6 months, once like every 5 or 6 months or something, you know. And then there was like a few other people that's still like my supporters or whatever, but it's not many. It's like now it seems like the supportive subscribers have narrowed down to like 3 or 4 people out of 1,560 accounts. Excuse me, like 1,560 accounts. And but fake TI perps, narcissistic abusers, and regular perps, yeah, I block y'all fucking asses, and y'all know who y'all are. You know. So, excuse me. If you know I had feud with you, then, you know, yeah, you're blocked. And so, you know, I have a right to guard myself from abuse. And me guarding myself from abuse, internet abuse, is not censorship. You know, I'm protecting myself. So you don't have authority over my life like you think you do. You know, I heard that the fake Aquarian Doris perp is young enough to be my child. I'm 40 years old. But, you know, she tries to talk like she thinks she's way more intelligent than me. You know, it's like you don't have a right to try to think you own somebody that's like almost twice your age, old enough to be your mother. So, like, I've had it happen quite a few times with gang stalkers that are young adults or teenagers. You know, if they gang stalk me and I stand up to them, and then they falsely smear campaign and make it like as if I'm just this mentally unhinged Karen. You know, if you go to a YouTube channel called Sniper Wolf, like SSS, like 3 S's, like SSSNIPERWOLF. She has like a video mocking and making fun of and discrediting someone who was supposedly a targeted individual, and she tried to make it like as if that targeted individual was a mentally unhinged crazy Karen, and they try to make it like as if the targeted individual was being a Karen, and they try to make it like as if she was harassing the mailman. But a lot of the times when targeted individuals will confront the gang stalkers, they would be like, and then walk off. Or like some people say smirk, or, you know, I call it like a deceitful, like a smile on your face or whatever, you know. But they'd be like, or sarcastically laugh or whatever. And, excuse me, and, you know, a targeted individual can I can see a video where a targeted individual will be filming and recording their grocery shopping, and then you know, if they have somebody who don't even have perp colors, and I would not have guessed that they were a perp, and so they could be wearing the color you know, they could be wearing green and yellow, you know, like a green and yellow shirt and blue jeans. And then the target will walk up to them and say, well, you have any idea why you're gang stalking me or something like that? And then they will smirk and laugh or whatever. And then they'll be like, well, the TI will be like, well, how much do they pay you to do this? And then you'll be wondering sometimes if that's scripted, because I could never ask a gang stalker, how much do they pay you to gang stalk me? But you'd be wondering if that be like fake scripts from the fake TI perps, like pretending that they're targeted and questioning the gang stalkers. But when I confront or question the gang stalkers, they lash out on me. And then play like they're the victim and play like I'm the one that's harassing them. Like Nappy Head Roots, when in 2019 and 2020, he would walk up to the perps and be like, why you trying to kill me, man? So, but they set him up to be wrongfully arrested and thrown in jail. I don't know the whole story, but that's the last I knew from him. But from my understanding, I don't think that he likes me, And but back in 2020, he encouraged me to ask for donations for a van and live off of donations. And that was the only one comment that he ever left on any of my YouTube channels. But, excuse me, like, even at the beginning of 2020, during that special time that I can't talk about, people were, even in 2019, people in the TI community were saying, why don't you put up a GoFundMe and ask for donations for a van to live in, and go live in a van or an RV or something, and then live off of donations. But at first I was like, I didn't, like in 2019 and stuff, I was trying to be so independent and didn't want to ask for help, and excuse me, even now I only ask for help when I need it, But, one of my few supportive subscribers had helped me out with enough for another hotel night. So I already paid earlier today for tonight. So now I have enough funds for tomorrow night. And so, let's see, tomorrow night is Monday night. And then Tuesday is court date. Excuse me. So yeah, that the jacket that one of my subscribers donated me the money to get the coat. That coat, yeah, that's the coat that the police officer that she kicked and stumped on. That coat that was donated to me. Yeah, she kicked this. She was kicking and stumping on my coat. And I felt so filthy and violated even getting out of jail. And it seems like if you go to jail or prison, yeah, it's a whole bunch of demons up in there. A whole bunch of demonic people. And so many evil spirits. And it feels like as if you are in hell. And the funny thing is, not funny as in laughable, but funny as in odd or strange or peculiar. This man that escaped, I don't know if it was I think he killed somebody and then got arrested and went to, I guess the jail is the same location as the prison or something. I don't know, for Jefferson Parish and Gretna. I think they were trying to say that the prison is upstairs and that the jail is downstairs. And that man that somehow escaped from prison. I don't know how he was able to do it, but he escaped from prison and then was gone for I don't know how long. And then the night that I was, locked up in jail, like I think it was earlier the next morning, was when they found him and brought him back to that jail. And I think they said that the police beat him up or something, or he was bloodied up and crippled up in a wheelchair and bloodied up and beat up by the police or something. I don't know. But they say he killed somebody and then like escaped the prison or whatever. But yeah, I'm traumatized by the documentary. Excuse me, thinking back on that documentary that I saw of the Orleans Parish prison. And excuse me, Orleans Parish prison. And but when the biological cousin Blake got locked up, I heard that it was in 2004 when this happened. Excuse me, and he was supposedly sitting in a car, and one of his neighbors was hanging out with him, or a couple of friends or whatever was hanging out with him, and then he supposedly went to sleep and didn't know, and then they went to rob a bank, and then the police woke Blake up when he was sleeping in a car. This is the story I heard. And I heard that they arrested him for they arrested him for being an accessory to a crime. And they said, I don't know what the penalty was, but he was supposed to they were going to have him in prison for 30 years. But then I mean, I don't know if he would have still been alive today if that wouldn't have, I mean, if I don't know if he would have still been alive today, but I would have hated for him to be locked up too, for something that he didn't know about. But I don't think Blake would have participated in something like that, but he did used to steal petty stuff, small stuff, but Ramona freaking steals too. Ramona had a warrant out for her arrest but never went to jail, but she had a warrant out for her arrest in Denton, Texas for stealing $50-something out of a lady's purse. Excuse me. So I mean, Ramona had never I don't think she ever been to jail or got arrested or anything like that, but she be committing crimes when she used to commit crimes towards me, her own damn sister, so but anyway, Blake was in jail for 8 months. And I don't know how many pounds he weighed, but he was like a big, huge guy. Excuse me. And then and extremely tall. Like, he said he was 6'2", but he looked like he was at least 6'5". And and then, like, the day that I got my first car was the day that Blake got released out of jail. And that motherfucker went and took my damn car and was gone for like over 2 hours. And then he was started to act like a perp and act weird and everything like that. But before then, Blake used to love me and used to be like very respectful and nice and love me like family, you know. But Rebecca put stuff in his head. Rebecca was already a perp. And recently, I mean, as I said, like when I had that incident where where Ramona put a witchcraft spell on me and set me up in a car accident and I almost died. I think that the what happened, they had, I don't know if it was Rebecca's neighbor, Verda, was already a perp. And Verda was in the military. Verda's brother, Leon, was one of the guys who committed the crime where Blake had to get arrested and go to jail. Excuse me. So I guess it took 8 months for them to find Blake innocent. And then the family laughed because it was a Thursday when he got out of jail. And then I'm not going to say the reason why, but I heard that he got arrested again the next day. That he got arrested again the next day. And then I guess the family must have bailed him out or whatever, you know. But I don't remember why Derek went to jail like right before Hurricane Katrina. He was locked up for a little, I don't remember how long, but probably a few days. I don't remember. And Wyatt and them try to use me and push me up to go to the bail bondsman office to get Derek out of jail. And so Derek, whatever he did, the biological youngest brother, Derek, whatever he did, I don't remember what crime he committed or whatever, but he was out of jail before Hurricane Katrina. But if he had not gotten out of jail, he probably would have been one of those people who drowned or didn't make it. Because I heard that, that the prisons and hospitals drown people, or a lot of people lost their lives for Hurricane Katrina, So Derek had went to jail for something, and the fine, the bond or whatever, was $75,000. And so I paid $75 to bail him out. And then the bail bondsman was telling me that, if Derek commits a crime after I bail him out, then I'm going to jail. And I'm like, Wyatt, Wyatt, you knew what the fuck you were doing, trying to pin everything on me and set me up. And then, being manipulative, like I would be a fucked up or not a good sister if I didn't bail him out. But nobody said Mark was fucked up for not bailing me out. But thankfully, I didn't need to be bailed out. And when in 2007, charges got dropped. And but you know what? No, I think they were trying to say not 10 years. I don't remember if they said for me in 2007. If they said 10 years, $10,000 in jail, in prison, or did they say 20 years and $20,000? I don't remember. But excuse me. But I really think I don't remember if it was 10 or 20. Yeah. But I don't know what crime Derek had committed, I don't know what crime he committed, or maybe I don't remember what crime he committed. But Derek left his paperwork in my car, and I think I tried to give it back to him. I don't remember, but it looked like he was crying in the mugshot. I don't even remember what Derek went to jail for, but Wyatt could have bailed Derek out. But yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll try to bully and harass and manipulate and try to make it my responsibility. You know, so I'm the damn scapegoat of the family. I'm only family when I'm only related to y'all when y'all want to manipulate for me to be held responsible for something. Like when the biological mom Frances passed away, they were trying to pin it all on me and make it my responsibility to have enough money for her tombstone or whatever. I didn't even have the money to get down there. And I almost got, I'm going to say, wrongfully arrested for panhandling to try to raise the funds to get down to the funeral. And that fake church that David James sent me to, that church wouldn't help me. That church refused to help me. So, excuse me. Well, yeah. So, like, with Tuesday being the court date, I must say that if y'all don't hear from me by Wednesday night, then that means went back to jail. I'm not even gonna say Thursday or Friday. If y'all don't hear from me by Wednesday night, that means that I went back to jail or ended up being sentenced or something. I don't know. Excuse me, but I mean, as I said, it was an honest mistake that I will never, once and never again. And but y'all online stalkers, you keep repeatedly committing crimes by harassing me every day. That y'all take the time out to create a whole new email address so that you can create a whole new YouTube channel just to come and make dozens and dozens of harassing and threatening and slanderous comments. Excuse me. But you're not the prosecutor, you're not the judge, and you don't have the power to throw me in jail. But I hope people find out y'all fraud one day soon. The gang stalking and sex trafficking fraud. And people say that the jail and the prison system is a for-profit and it's a joke. And they said that more Americans are incarcerated than people incarcerated because of the prison industrial complex. You know, more people are incarcerated than the rest of the world. That so many Americans are, their place to live is freaking prison. You know. Excuse me. And people talk about prisons being overcrowded, but you know, even if somebody didn't do it on purpose or they didn't know any better, like harmless trespassing, when you didn't damage anything, and you didn't know, you know, they would try to punish you for a long time. But I heard it was a grown man who murdered an 11-year-old. And I heard that he has like a light prison sentence. Excuse me. They have people murdering their own kids. And I heard that this lady, she has like the scariest eyes. Like her mugshot picture haunts me. And so the lady had got arrested and went to jail or whatever because she killed her mom and ripped her mom's heart out. That sounds like a freaking satanic ritual right there. even no matter what color or race, like any and everybody is being freaking satanic. Like it was a couple of years ago, maybe 2021. It was a young black guy who murdered his mom. Excuse me. He murdered his mom, and then in jail, I mean, in the courtroom, he was throwing up satanic hand signs. And some people thought that he was playing crazy. Nah, that boy sold his soul to the devil and practicing freaking witchcraft. And so you hear about people killing their baby mamas, people killing their baby daddies, people killing their siblings, parents, people killing their friends, people, adults killing kids, kids killing adults, people like beating and robbing 80-year-olds. It's like it really hurts for somebody to be like elderly, 95 years old, and die via murder. But then I recently heard of a case of an elderly lady who killed her son or grandson or something like that. I'm like, how is that? Wow, you know. But and all these people who like killing people and get either light sentences or nothing at all. But I'm sitting here just trying to survive as a homeless person, you know, not trying to break the law, and I'm being treated worse than a murderer. But I hope you gang stalkers get prosecuted one day, or that we will see y'all day in court. For y'all to do, and sex traffickers, for y'all to do time, and satanic cult members, for y'all to do time in prison. For the same things that y'all trying to get me wrongfully arrested for. Just like the online stalkers didn't have any business contacting my local Social Security office and they claimed that they were showing them my videos and you know, lying to the Social Security people about me. And then, you know, online stalkers bullying, harassing, and threatening me and bragging about how they're bragging about how they're gonna make sure I go to prison, or make sure I go to prison and never that they lock me up and throw away the key. Excuse me. So jail threats or threats to get you locked up in a mental institution. I guess if I do go to jail, those fuckers will probably put me in a prison psych ward or something, since they want to call me so crazy. But I'm not built for jail or prison. I'm not. And I never been hard. And I fear any violence. I don't really like violence, you know. And I have like hypersensitivity to pain. So yeah, so I have enough I mean, so my twin sister lied to her cult following Flying Monkeys and said that I'm pretending to be targeted for money and sympathy. No, I'm really going through this shit and y'all helping. How y'all lie and say I quit my job willingly when y'all admitted that y'all were conspiring to you know, that y'all were calling up my job? Excuse me. Y'all admit that you were calling up my job. So you admit that you called up excuse me, they're making my nose itch. You admit that you admit that you contacted the area housing in Pensacola. Y'all admitted that. So then y'all lie and say that, switch the narrative and lie and made it like as if I just one day up and left my apartment on my own doing just for nothing. When I've been documenting daily, several times a day, everything that's been going on. And the cops in Pensacola told me that the neighbors had every right to lie if they wanted to, or that they had every right to threaten me if they wanted to. But in that video, the female officer bullied me and forcefully ordered me to shut up and forcefully ordered me to go inside when I was trying to explain what was going on. You know, but yeah, but the gang stalkers, you know, the reason why I have run-ins with the police because the gang stalkers sicking the cops on me like dogs. And making false reports and thinking the shit is funny. So what Alex Dupree did to me, all those false police calls, I didn't know that I could have had him prosecuted for criminal mischief. I didn't know that. But I guess it's too late now. And because I don't know what of his whereabouts now, you know. But that was some creepy shit. And Alex Dupree, the cops, the Pensacola police gave Alex Dupree my phone number. That was corruption. So, our American, criminal and prison system or whatever, it seems the way it operates, I'm just learning how it operates, but it seems very corrupt and fucked up. And backwards. Like people serving a long time in jail or prison for victimless crimes. Or stuff that they didn't know, or stuff that they were lying on or set up, or even self-defense. But people out here destroying lives, and you get a slap on the wrist or nothing at all. All these true crime and unsolved murders. But all y'all care about is a fucking speeding ticket when somebody's going the speed limit, and then you lie and say that they were going like 100 miles an hour when you know damn well, like, how the fuck would you be a corrupt police officer and lie and say that somebody was going 100 miles an hour in the school zone when they were going like 2 or 3 miles below the speed limit? Y'all care more about freaking, speeding tickets than you do of, the real crimes. Y'all don't even care. But petty shit is what y'all profiting from, trafficking people in the prison industrial complex system, where you're experimenting on people non-consensually and without their knowledge. So, I would ramble on some more, but I'm pretty sure my storage space is eating up. So, what time is it? 10:30 p.m. precisely. So I have enough for a hotel room for tomorrow night. Tonight and then tomorrow night. And then to stay on the safe side, I need help with for Tuesday night. In case I don't go to jail on Tuesday, but as I said, I don't have anywhere to put my belongings. But I would hate to be freaking like the fact that I won't be able to have my phone. Oh yeah, they're gonna gang stalk the fuck out of me. So excuse my language, but I'm gonna get off here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.